Hello everybody, good evening. Welcome in to AVC round 6 of assists. We are here for the Canadian Grand Prix and it's not happened again! We haven't crashed as soon as you load into lobby. Let's go! Alright, so whatever the bug was I had, whatever it was, I must have fixed. But also right now, none of the drivers have got out the pits yet. But again, we've all just started qualifying. But anyway, so we are here for assists. 20 drivers, unfortunately. AMS, again, just like last week, couldn't be bothered to put a lineup out. So they are now on strike 2 for attendances. So if AMS miss next week as well, then they will be removed from the competition. Because there is strict rules about missing races, and it's 3 strikes and you're out. Obviously, being on the 3rd strike, you will get removed. So, AMS are now on 2, courtesy of that. As we'll now take you through these guys. As obviously, a few of these guys raced yesterday. Banik was one of them. He raced yesterday. He had a good fight with the Valaris drivers yesterday in the NA race. Pushed him all the way to the limits, but unfortunately because of his own 3-second time penalty, he dropped down to 4th, which is a shame. Gabza also raced yesterday for the NA race. Hoping probably to do better today than he did yesterday, because I think yesterday he finished in the mid-pack, courtesy of a couple of bumps and bruises. And I think there is only one other person in this lobby that raced yesterday, and that is Yago. One of the only 3 drivers not to pick up a pen for track limits. Both him and his teammate Alex Lamas didn't pick up a single penalty, and neither did WRL driver Leon, who is also racing today as far as I'm aware, actually. Where is Leon? There he is. P6. He also raced yesterday as well. He also gave Banik and Alex Lamas the fight of their lives for the podium spots. So, Leon will probably look to do the same here today. As we're going to go on board with Ryan Bannock as he's coming through the middle sector here. Just starting his lap. I should probably get the track map on and that. There we go. So here we are then. Bannock here coming through turns 8 and 9. Now coming around the corner here to come up to the very tight hairpin of turn 10. And now we'll look to get back on the power down Casino straight here. He might get some traffic from his teammate. Is it his teammate? Yes, it is his teammate. Just starting a lap. I don't think he's close enough really to benefit at all. But Banning now going through the final chicane here, coming up to the line to finish his lap to set the benchmark of. I can't see it right now because there we go. A benchmark of 1 minute 9.349. Next, I believe, will be Yago to cross the line, or maybe no, never mind. It's Baby Driver doing a 10-1. Yago here, I think he qualified P5 yesterday, so we'll hope to go better than that. And it's a good start. He's up to P2, but obviously only 3 people have run laps. As Rasenberg goes up to 2nd, as his teammate Quartz has gone up to 4th. Gabsa will be the next person across the line to finish a lap. Then we'll go straight on board with Speed. Gabsa goes straight above Yago, and now we go on board with Speed. I think Speed's on a lap. Are you on a lap, Speed? Yes, you are on a lap. You're better than your battery. But there's a few. Or was it Speed was on a lap? It was this. Was it? No, was it the Aldi? Never mind. John Marcos comes across line, goes P6, then instantly gets knocked down by Leo. Lurk top of the board with a 9-2. Speedmaster goes up to P6. Extor, a bit slow there. Paul Romeo not done lap. Kart invalidated. Swifty invalidated. Zidane. I don't know how to say his name, but the rest of his name, but I just see Zidane, so I was like, I think I said Zidane. I think so. Not entirely sure, but Leonard up to P8. No, his teammate is up in P1. Let's go on board. Where's Zadex? He's on. Oh, Zadex is on an Inter's lap. Hello. Hello. Only person to... Nobody else has done it, but unfortunately we are 13 minutes into the session, so if he finishes that lap, it will not count anyway. Oh, sorry, no, never mind. It's 12 minutes. Sorry, no, he's all finished this lap, so it will count. Never mind, it's 12 minutes. I'm surprised nobody else does this for an extra point. Like, bruh. Obviously, at the end of the season, I've got to calculate. Well, I've got to add the extra points people have got from Inter's poll. Like, the only person that seems to ever try it is Zadix, because I remember last time when he was racing, he was the only one to do it as well. So he's just going to get this mandatory point anyway. Because he's got 30 seconds to finish lap. He's coming through the final sectors. I'm just curious, what kind of lap is he actually going to set on these Inters? How much slower is he? Okay, that's faster than I expected. I expected about a 5-second gap, to be fair, but 3 is not bad. So, Benjamin Pryor here on a lap for TRS. And we've got Para also on the lap beat. Well, no, he's validated, so we'll just go back on board with Benjamin. TRS had a bit of an abysmal week last week. Both drivers, well, did both drivers DNF? I need to have a look at what happened last week. I think both drivers did. I know one of them crashed. But anyway, Benjamin up to P10. Oh yeah, I never put the results up. Oh, is Poole on a lap? Well, he's invalidated, but he'll start another lap. Paul Romeo is going to start another lap. As I'm going to quickly get my phone out and have a look at what the results were last week so I can tell you all on stream. Because I've forgotten. So I'm pretty sure TRS had an abysmal week last week. Because I know... So I know a few... I know a few people did results. Anyway, race results. No, what? Sorry, no, they didn't have an abysmal week. It was Titan had the abysmal week, so they're looking to bounce back. Sorry, let me get my facts right. Yeah, so Lurk is looking to try and make it 2 from 2. Well, he's trying to make it 2 wins back to back. Nobody else has done that this season in assists, so Lurk will be looking to do that here for XR. As obviously QDR will look to try and catch them as well. Obviously, after qualifying is done, I will bring up the points for everybody so you can see. Yeah, so it was... Yeah, so only 2 drivers DNF'd them. Oh yeah, Valaris had a very, very bad day at the office last week. They had a very, very bad day at the office. Who is the top of this? Ah, Lucas. Won't be much longer. Alright. Right. That's... Oh, that's a bit... Some traffic coming out of pits there for Swifty. Oh, that might get an impede there, to be honestly. Because that Haas was parked in a very bad spot, so I'm not sure which one it was. Yeah, because, yeah, Swifty's backed out of the lap, so... Oh, he's also invalidated too, so I'll just put that down to the Haas honestly being in the freaking way. So, that do suck. Yeah. Alright, so who's on a lap? Let's try and get through the grid quick. So we've got Baneke starting a new lap because he validated his last one. Leon is on a lap. but he's not at the finish. Gabs has started. Yago invalidated. Leonard being a nuisance. Literally parked in the wrong place. Baby Driver just started. Benjamin started. Para started. Quartz about to start a lap. John started. X-Tor is not on a lap. Zadix is on a lap and is about to finish a lap. So right on board with the Titan Driver, currently slowest of everybody, but obviously his lap, so he's not slowest of everyone, he's one of the slowest, but that's because he did an Inter's run. We'll get Inter's pole, and here comes Zadix out to the final corner, up to line, and it is a 9.9. Wait, he's invalidated. Why did he invalidate that? Oh dear. Alright. I guess we're back on board with Bannock as Lurks on a lap. Yeah, well, Bannock is backed out again, so he's invalidated again as Gabs are up to P2. Good improvement there from the V&V driver. Leon invalidated. Rasenborg is... Rasenberg. Oh, why can't we say Rasenborg? It's Rasenberg. He's not on a lap. Speed improving, so right up, keep on board of Speed here as he's coming for the last sector. He might come up to a bit of traffic here. So we'll have to see if he does. He's going to get a little bit of slipstream from the Aldi ahead of him, but he's got out of the way. Through the final chicane here for Speed. Currently P6. Full beans to the line. How much of an improvement will it be? It's a 10th and a half, which puts him up to P5 ahead of Rasenberg. Leonard into the pits. Baby Driver invalidated. Para is on a lap. X-Tor does improve up to a 9.9. John Marco is improving by 3.5 tenths. Is still improving by 3.5 tenths. The Haas currently in P14 doing a 10.002. That 3.5 tenths would see him above Para into 11th. That is unless he finds a bit more in this final sector. As he's now coming to the final chicane. He needs to get this nice and perfectly. Now full gas as he comes towards the line. How much improvement will it be for John? It's a big improvement. It's 4.5 tenths, but puts him to P8. Massive improvement there for John. As Baby Driver's now starting a new lap, so come back on board with him after. You'll be into the pits. Firsty, where you going? Who just shot up the board? Someone just shot up the board. That was Zidane. Zidane just shot up the board. Zidane just shot the board. Alright, Firsty, how are you gonna do? Coming out the last corner, up to line. How much of an improvement will it be for him? Just under a tenth, so he doesn't move his position. So go back on board a Baby Driver then, because I think he is definitely on a lap. And I think Leon might also be on a lap. Nope, Leon's invalidated. Never mind. You're not on a lap. So yeah, we're right on board a Baby Driver. He's a 10th and a quarter up on his previous best time. That would see him up to P10 ahead of Yago. But the question is, will he finish his lap or will he be in the bin? Nope, he's going to finish his lap at the final chicane then, passing the world champions. Baby Driver currently P12. Where's this improvement getting to? Nowhere. He only improves by half a tenth, so he doesn't even move his position in the end. That does suck. Rasenberg was up, but is choosing to pit. Everyone's now coming out for their final runs. It's now just a question of who is first. It looks like it could be Cart. Cart currently at the back of the field, doing a 1:19.88. I wonder why that is. It was on a set of soft tyres. Now you can see how, what the gaps are between each driver. Right, anyway. Right on board here then with Cart is going to take us on a lap around this magnificent Canada track. As he's coming now up to turn 1, one of the few heavy braking zones, and now into turn 2 and are back onto the power for the first of many chicanes on this track. There's like 4 of them. So here's chicane 1, and we've got McLaren's and Aston Martin's ahead, being a nuisance. Never mind, he's not even actually on a lap, he's doing a second out lap. Okay then. Para, are you on a lap? We've got 3 minutes left, so probably not. Yago, definitely on a lap. He was up to a line for Yago, bruised by 3.5 tenths, and goes provisional pole. Ahead of Lurker. Lurker's not going to take that sitting down, and we're going to go on board of Gabs. You were on a lap, Gabs? You're 2 thousandths up on your previous best time. You don't really have any traffic ahead of you. That's probably why your teammates slowed down because of the traffic. Gabs are here then, going through the middle sector now, up to 8 and 9 through chicane number 3 on this track. And now coming towards the hairpin of turn number 10. The heavy braking zone. And then back on to the power for the longest straight of this track. Towards the final chicane and Wall of Champions. Yesterday we did see Wall of Champions claim a victim in FST Robin. As Gabs are here coming out the final chicane, passing the Wall of Champions. Looks like there's more class of the Wall of Champions. Up to line for Gabs. Does still improve and goes provisional pole by just over a 10.5 there. Right, who's next then? Banek starting a new lap. Leon is up on his previous lap. Is he still up? He's 3 tenths up. 3 tenths up for Leon. Someone just shot up the board. Who just shot up the board? Swifty shot up the board. It's up to P8 in the V-carb. As Leon here is about to finish his lap. He's currently P5. Yesterday he got his car to P2 in the NA race. Where will he get today? It is only good. His time's only good enough for P3, and that is him done. Lurker's not really going fast enough. There's a lot of traffic. Look at all that traffic on the last straight there. Holy. Yeah, look at all this traffic. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Look at all this traffic. Look at all this traffic. Like, they're all... Cart's just not... Oh, Cart's starting a lap. Right. Gabsa will be able to start another lap if he can get to a line quick enough. 23 seconds left on the clock. So he will be able to start a new lap with Gabsa, but he's on 3 lap old tyres, so it could be difficult. Yago is improving and on 3 lap old tyres. He's coming through the final chicane now. Up to line. Yago currently P2. Will he improve to go? Prove back to provisional pole. Yes, he does. By just over 3/10 of a second. As Rasenberg is out. Is he retiring on track? Oh dear, Extor's crashed. Where's he Oh, he's crashed into Wall of Champions. Wall of Champions is claimed a victim in qualifying. Oh dear. Well, Zadix didn't improve that much. Extor probably was improving, but didn't help them hit the thing. As here comes Thirsty coming out last corner. A bit of a big wobble. Who just shot the board? Lurker only good enough for P3. Thirsty doesn't improve. Cart to P11. John Marco to P10. Leonard invalidated. Para invalidated. Swifty will not be... Well, Swifty is improving, but we'll come back to Swifty. Banek has no front wing, so he's out. Benjamin into the pits. Gabsa into the bin. Yago will be in the bin. So we're just go on board with Swifty, who's the last person to finish his lap. Up to line. Where will Swifty improve to? Improve to P8, just ahead of his teammate. So it's pretty disappointed there from Banek. Was further up the field yesterday in an NA race and probably not happy with his P8 this time around, as we're all done here in qualifying. A few people crashed now. 3 people crashed. Extor crashed into the Wall of Champions, which was a shame. And then I think Rasenberg retired on track, which is against the rules. So, naughty boy. But yeah, we just now wait for whoever's been pushed into their pit garage to retire. There we go. So I'll have a full classification for you very, very shortly. And then we'll be moving on to the main race. So here we are then. Yago claiming pole just like his teammate did yesterday. Only person in the 8s here though. Then it's Gabza, Lurk, Ziden, and Leon, Benjamin, Swifty, Bannock, Speed, John, Kart, Nico, Para, Leonard, Baby Driver, Zedix, Xtor, Quartz, Firsty, and Pole Romeo at the bottom. So that is it for qualifying. And now I will bring you what you all probably waited for. Some standings. And here they are. So WRL at the top then by a measly 6 points is only the gap in assists. So this is looking very, very good. So 6 points separates the top 2 teams. Then 50 points further back is Valaris. Then obviously Alien in 4th, but unfortunately Alien is missing this race. Obviously X7M are out because they quit. Then it's TRS in 6th. I'll just go quickly. Hang on, just 1 second, guys. I need to tell these lot when to ready the frick up. Ready up at XX. We'll say 20. We'll say 25 at this point because they've already had. We'll say 20. 26. Gives me a few more minutes to talk about these standings and stuff. So they've been told 2-minute warning, and so I will now carry on to talk about these results. And then we've got TDR just behind TRS in 7th with 66 points, 2 points behind them. Then ESPL's a point behind them. Then XR picked up a lot of points last week, so they jumped up the board, courtesy of Lurk winning last week. Titan Sports has had an abysmal couple of rounds, so they slipped down the order to 10th. Then we've got Fusion Racing Team on 44, and then VMV obviously joined 3 rounds late, but has already picked up 36 points. That's a good start for them. As I will quickly see if I can get you guys results of last week. So if you just give me 2 minutes, well, 1 minute actually. Yeah, this is what you call not prepared. That one. There we go. So here you are then. So there's proof then. I'm just going to show the top 10 because I can't show any further. So Lurker finished first last week, and then it was Stars, Ivan, Nolan, Van, Lev, Ted Head. I need to change his tag. And then here's John Marco, Nice, Zombie, then Marcel, Yago, Levin, Cole, Jaden, and then Elemenko, and then Bramble and Aitor did not finish. Raw got the fastest lap in the race, and Lurker was pole. Today, Lurker should be doing okay. He's qualified third today, so he could be on for some more good points for XR, so he could easily pull the team further up the field. So obviously now it is 26, so now we are just waiting for drivers to finalise their setups, their race strategies, and whatever else they need to get ready. And then we should be getting going for what is round 6 and 35 laps of this magnificent Canadian Grand Prix. And here we go, 5 lights are on. Lights are on, away we go then for the Canadian Grand Prix. And it looks like it's a good start from Gabsa, who's just getting off the line better than better than Yago, who's just disappeared. I would say Yago's like a lap down, but he's not. He's there in third. Is this the same bug we're going to have? Okay, there we go. It's now fixed. Yeah, I don't know what causes that on the first lap every time, but Yago not having the best start to this race then. He's been double overtaken by Gabza and Zidane as moves are happening further back. Extor has already gained like 4 places already. And Zadix is fighting with the other ESPL driver. He's already gained like 5 places himself on the first lap. The 2 Fusion drivers. Oh! Hey! Spinning Ferrari! And there goes a flying Ferrari for everyone. So that's unfortunate for speed. I don't know what happened to him there. We almost had a repeat of what happened to Robert Kubica in 2009, where he just absolute lost it and just bundled it. So I don't know what happened to speed there. He just got yeeted by somebody, and there was like a 3 wide moment, as it looks like Banek and Rasenborg are fighting over thing as Gabsa struggling to hold on to the lead. And what's also be interesting is what tyre people start on. As Zidane trying to go around the outside, Gabsa trying to leave in a space. Still fighting over P1 here, but now here comes Yago saying, "You guys are far enough. I want a piece of this action up the inside." And we'll try to go on the outside. He's also done the exact same strategy he did yesterday. He started on the hard tyres, but now here comes Lurker, who's going to have a look to get involved as well. And so will Leon. They're all trying to get involved as Yago here trying to go around the outside of Gabs. We'll have to give the place back because he did take it illegally. But now this brings him susceptible to Lurk, who's side by side with him. Lurk later on the brakes, and we'll now check out the side of Gabser as well, up into P10. And Leon's going to get ahead of Yago as well. But we're not done here as Gabser and Lurk still side by side, but looks like Gabser going to get ahead of Lurk. All these guys fighting is just letting Zidane get away here, so they've respectfully stopped fighting, and they've all now calmed their tits. As somehow Speed and Rasenberg have got 10. Not 10, we've got picked up 3 seconds already. How is also not showing on my screen as well is beyond me. So I won't be able to know who's got a fastest lap, so that's a pain. But yeah, so looks like they've all calmed down. Extor now gained another place, trying to get past Para. But he's having to give the spot back as Baby Driver's now trying to get things as... Oh, hello, we've got 2 people around. Leonard's round, and who was that also round? Was that Rasenberg also round? It was. So that is bad news then for these guys, as Zadix and Romero here fighting over P13. He's trying to get ahead of the guy. Will he do it? Will he go through it on the brakes? Later on the brakes, then the ESPL driver first on the power and gets... Well, tries to get ahead, but I don't think he's got it because Romeo's coming back at him. They're still side by side, these two, over 13th place. And it looks like now Zadix has finally got the move completed and up into P13 for Titan Esports. And now we should be able to have a relax and calm down. Well, we just quickly have a look up. The 2 teammates are fighting. Zadix getting ahead of Xtor. That is... Zadix is really... wanting to get through these guys as fast as humanly possible. So right now, biggest winner right now is Romero, who's gained 6 places so far. Biggest loser is Rasenberg, he's lost 7. As Benjamin Pryor's going backwards, what's happened to Benjamin? Has he just spun it? He has just spun it. That is not good there for him. So he was behind Yago, so unless he's had contact with Cart, that is a shame. And here comes Gabza having a look at Zidane. Oh, look, have a go as well. Nope. But looks like Leon here was going to have a look around the outside, but chooses not to. But now, probably what everybody wants to know is, here's your tyres. As Banik is starting on the hards as well. Banik and Yago both start on the hard tyre, where everybody else is on the mediums. So it's going to be similar to what happened yesterday. Just Speed got 10. What does Speed get 10 for? Because I missed that because it's not showing on the screen for me. He got 10 seconds for something. Probably caught... Oh, was it for the corner cut where he just went absolute cross turn 10? Oh, if that's the case, then that could be possibly removed. But then again, actually, it probably won't because he'll pit. Because when he pits, he'll probably serve it. As looks like Leon here is trying to have a go at Lurk. Lurk giving him the space, but then he needs to give the space to Yago behind. Yago here trying to get up the inside here of Leon. They are side by side coming into the 8. And Yago ahead. But a big snapper over steer will then cost Yago not 1 but 2 as Leon and Kart get ahead. As Kart here is trying to get up the inside of Leon in turn 10. They're both side by side, the true drivers, as they're now coming down straight mode. Well, it's active aero mode 3. Frick, I can't speak. As the 2 teammates of Swifty and Bannock are swapping places. As Baby drives into the pits. This is early. This is early. Like, unless you have damage, that end of lap 6 is early for the 2-stop. If you're 2-stopping, it's typically your pit. You do, I think it's like 13-13, which is 26. 13-13-9. But you can also get away with 14-14-7. So I expected people to come in later. But after lap 5, though, for Baby and John, is early. They've both gone into hard tyres. Obviously, the hards can last quite a while. So what? They'll be looking to do 15 on the hards. They'll be doing 2 lots of 15 as Quartz. Both TDR drivers have picked up 3 seconds penalties, by the way. So Zadix is on the back of this train. Speed has somehow come back through and caught up. He's now up the inside of Extor. So is Romero too. Paul Romero's going to go for it as well. And has done. He's got ahead of Extor. Because they need to catch onto the back of the top 10. Which has got Zadix at the back of the train. And does have Zidane at the front of the train. But they are just over 2 seconds behind, so they do need to try and do something to catch up. But for the time being, it looks like everyone seems to have calmed down as Rasenberg into the pits and retired from the session. And left. So, Rasenberg probably not happy with his driving, so he's gone. So, 1 less driver for people to deal with, and 1 less driver that gets points. As Zidane for TRS is still leading away ahead of Gabsa, Lurk, Leon, Kart, Yago, Bannock, Swifty, Para, and Zedix, the top 10. And just 2 seconds behind, you have Speed, Paul Romero, Xtor, and First, who's trying to get past Xtor. We've got yellow flags for looks like Quartz is around. So the TDR drivers are just having a not a good day at the office. So this does suck for them. Just having a really bad day at the office then. So it looks like Leon was getting close to the back of Lurk. But the bigger question is, are these guys on the 1-stop or the 2-stop? Because if you're going for a 2-stop, you're probably pitting at the end of lap 4. I'd say 14 at the earliest, and Quartz. So yep, there we go. Double DNF for TDR. So definitely not a good day at the office for the team. That will suck for them. So we're down to 19 drivers left in this race. Obviously, that is a rotten shame for TDR. As Leon looking all over the back of Lurk. Will they try to go for the move up the inside of turn 10? No, because Lurk just breaks a little bit later. So we can't even try to challenge. But he will try to challenge on the way down to the final chicane. He's all over the gearbox of the Aston Martin. But he's just not going to risk it. Oh, Leon into the pit. So Leon is doing the 2-stop. So this is probably about the right time if you're going to pit for the 2-stop. But if you're doing a 1-stop, you will be pitting, like I said, around lap 14, 15. Like the 2-stop can be a bit safer to do. But obviously it's up to these drivers what they want to do and what their engineers tell them if they have one. So right now, Leon into the pits and will come out just ahead of his teammate, actually. His teammate pitted like 3 laps ago and is not able to get anywhere near So this will be interesting. When will some more of these pits? Para has lost the back of the train. And does he have the boost mode? He does have boost mode, so he should be able to get back in it. But if he doesn't, he will be susceptible to Zadix. But I think that's just Swifty and Bannock just being faster. But the question is, how many more of these drivers will be into the box this lap? I'm expecting a couple. Like I say, if you're doing a 2-stop, I'm expecting a few more in this lap, as none of these guys are in. As Zadix is getting past Para, but these guys just, I don't think are going to get the battery boost. No, they do not. As Xtor going to get ahead of Polo as he's coming into the pits for his first of 2 stops. Because there's no way your hard tires are making 25 laps. So all these guys are looking really close to each other. Looks like Gabs is going to try to look for the move here into turns 6 and 7, but just did not get it done at all. And now Gabs could be under a bit of threat here from Lurker, as Lurker's looking right all over the back of his diffuser. As I just heard some wheel spinning somewhere, so somebody did not have a good exit out that corner. As Lurker here trying to go up the inside here of Gabsa. Gabsa leaving the space for the XR driver. But Lurker just cannot find a way through, and now could be under pressure here from Yago, as his tyres at this point will be probably the best on the road. Same with Bannock, as here he goes. Yago going to try and make the move. Doesn't, but there goes Bannock trying to get past Kart, but Kart is into the pits for his first stop. So that's gonna be interesting then. So he's clearly doing a 2-stop then if he's pitting this early still. Because like I say, if you're doing a 1-stop, your first pit stop is probably about lap 14 to 16, somewhere in that window. You could possibly pit at the end of 13, but that's if you get safety car. As here goes Gabs around the outside. We'll then have the inside line as Leonard is out and safety car deployed. As Wall of Champions claims another victim. Oh, this is bad if you're a hard runner. This actually probably now forces everybody to 2-stop. Yeah, I think this will force everyone into a 2-stop now. So no, there'll be no 1-stoppers. Oh, this is big. This is big. Oh, this is a shame. The QDR drivers are right behind you. They're going to have to double stack. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. The QDR drivers will have to double stack. Oh, and Swifty will get priority over Bannock. Swifty, you were like right in the back of Yaga. Why have you dropped like 5 seconds, sir? Oh, Lurker trying to be cheeky. Lurker trying to be cheeky, trying to overtake Gabs on the entry of the pit lane. You cheeky fella. So yeah, everyone is in. Let's see how many people gain places here, as Gabs has been held in the pits there a little bit. Yeah, Gabs are getting held actually, because Para and Zadix both jump him. Para and Zadix both jump him. And will Zadix stay ahead of Baby Driver? Yes, he does. But Leon jumps all of them. But the big thing is though, Zidane pits, comes out ahead of Leon. So obviously Yago forced to pit onto a hard set of mediums. Bannock onto a set of softs. Interesting. So Bannock will have to pit again. I believe he'll probably pit again at the end of this lap to get rid of those soft tyres, so he can probably go back onto a new set of hards if he has a set to the end of the race probably. But there is no way hards will make the end. If you try it, good luck. But do I advise it? No. Probably bad idea. Probably a bad idea to try and do a 1-stop, because by the end of safety cars only just picked them up, so the safety car will be in at the end of next lap, so that'll be 13. We go racing at 14, so that's 21 laps, and you've already done 2 laps on the safety car. That's 23 laps. Doable, because It's definitely doable because yesterday Alex Lamas and Iago did 20 laps on the hard tyres, but they started on the hard tyres before safety car came out. And also the safety car came out for the same reason. Somebody died at World Champions. Actually, was it? No, somebody died at turn 2 actually yesterday, which caused the safety car. But yeah, Rasenberger DNF. Yep, he did. Yep, he just quit. Same with Quartz, he quit. And then unfortunately Leonard, it's called Wall of Champions for a reason. So many previous F1 champions have hit that wall and it has ended the race. And unfortunately Leonard has been claimed victim by a Wall of Champions. So that does suck for him. So, but still, they all pitted. Zidane still ahead at the top, still in the lead here for TRS. And then we've got Leon behind with 3 lap older tyres. And then Lurk still in P3 ahead of Iago, Swifty. Then Zadix ahead of Baby Driver. Then Para, Kart. How is Gabsa behind Kart? I'm sorry, how has Gabsa dropped from 2nd to 10th from pit stops? Like, excuse me. Well, I've not been told safety car's been called in, but it's definitely been called in because safety car is heading towards pit and the track is, well, not yellow anymore. Alright, so then Zidane here will choose when they go, and he is gone. So the TRS driver has bolted away, but it looks like Leon here might have to challenge him into turn 1. Trying to look up the inside. He's been left a space there by Zidane, and he's still being left a space on the exit of corner. Well, he couldn't get the power down here, but he's going to try. I thought he's going to try to get into turns 3 and 4 here, but he is not, and he's still going to hold on to 2nd place. Obviously, Iago will try to look to get through the field as fast as possible because he's on the medium tyres, so he'll look to try and get through as Gabsa is going backwards. What's happened to Gabsa? He looks like he's spun. He's not the only one because there's now a big gap between Carter and Thirsty. So that's not good. So there's been contact then between Thirsty and Gabsa then, so for him to go around. As Iago hit up the inside at turn number 10, trying to get past Lurker, last week's race winner. As Iago and Lurker side by side as they come towards the final chicane. Who's going to come out ahead between the two drivers? They're still side by side, but it looks like Lurker will yield and let Iago have the place because Iago is on the slightly faster tyre. As Leon here is going to try again, coming towards turn 1 to try and get past the TRS driver, but again bails out of it. Like, that's twice you could have stuck a nose up the inside at turn 1, but chose not to. So that'll be interesting to see. As it looks like they've all calmed down as Para and Gabs are both into the pit, so they both picked up wing damage. Obviously, Gabs should be able to go to the end now with 20 laps on those hards. Para having a pit and going to the set, meaning he will not make the end, so Para will have to pit again. But we'll not see them for a while unless we get another safety car. Oh, what's happened to Zidane? He's had a poor exit and Leon's just gone ahead, but he's back up the inside of Leon. But Leon just gets powered down earlier and gets into a lead of this race somehow with 3 lap older tyres, which is a shock. Oh yeah, Speed also got rid of his 10 seconds, by the way. So that's good. Oh, 3 wide! With 3 wide as Iago gets 1, but not 1, but 2. And Leon is forced to go cut the chicane, so he will lose another 2 places for that. And they will now be side by side with Swifty, as they are still side by side. Swifty giving him the space, as it looks like Carter is attacking Zadix, and Zadix giving the space to Cart. But looks like Zadix able to keep that spot, as all these guys are really close to each other. Lurk gonna go for a very ambitious one here. Gets the power down, use that as battery up the inside here of turn 6 and 7. But again, just People go for the attack here. It's not working out for him. As now here comes Swifty as he looks to take advantage to get both of them if he can. He's on the inside of Lurker here and will get into that pudding spot ahead of Lurker. He will probably get picked up a warning there for track limits. But is now going to be under pressure here from Leon as they come towards turn 10. Leon going to try and break later, go around the outside. Bit of a lock up there from Lurker as it looks like Kart's getting up the inside of Zadix. As Leon has now got ahead of Lurk down to 5th place. It looks like Kart might be the next person to have a look at Lurk. But he might not. The top 9 here just fighting away. Speed is close. Oh, Speed's got back into the 1 sec. Well, he's only barely outside the 1 second. As Bannock is getting past Thirsty further back. And has done. So now he'll try to get ahead of Speed. Does Speed get... Yes, he did get the boost. Speed got the boost. So we've got a full 13-man train. As Yago here, a bit under pressure here from Zidane. But looks like Cartier is going to have a look at Lurker up the inside here of turn 6 and 7. We're trying to... Well, it would be the inside now because we have that outside line. But the contact between them now allows ZX to try and come back past. But Kart just cuts across him. And says, nope, you stay behind, sir. So much action here in these laps as now we're back to 15-man train. Oh, what a send here from Leon up the inside of Swifty of turn number 10. What a send that was, and what a gain there. And that was pretty clean racing there. Yago could be under pressure here from Zidane as we come towards the final chicane. He's very close to his diffuser but chooses not to make the move. Will he try for it towards turn 1? Or will he be under? Well, will he have to defend from Leon behind? Leon looking closer to him than he is looking closer to Yago, and unfortunately he's having to thing. As Baby Driver has been overtaken by Benjamin Pryor. So the other TRS driver now making moves up to P8. We'll now look to chase after Zadix. Right, will we see another move here coming towards turns 6 and 7 around the outside of 5? Oh, Leon pulling out. Gonna try to go up the inside here. Again, people trying to go up the inside of turn 6. It's just not working for you, lads. Just stop trying. As looks like Leon here was going to be looking to be on the threat there from Swifty behind. Swifty here though, going to try look to go around the outside here, turn 10. This would be interesting if he gets it, but Lurker's been under threat from Kart here. Kart trying to get the inside. He's got yellow flags at turn number 10. So it looks like Baby Driver's had contact with somebody as he's also probably clattered John Marco as well. Like so much going on at the back, but barely anything happening at the front. So Kart just not close enough. Obviously, Baby Driver into the pits, so that'll probably be for his second stop. And he'll put on fresh heart and go to the end of the race. As Paul Romero, the only person right now so far to pick up penalties for track limits. He's on 6 so far. Yeah, yesterday in the NA race, halfway through the race, half the grid was on pens for track limits. Right now, only one person has pens for track limits, so that's interesting. That is very interesting, as looks like Leon getting a bit close. Ooh, I thought Zidane was going to make... Oh, a bit of contact there from Leon. Just taps the back of Zidane and will lose out to Lurk, who somehow got back ahead of Swifty. And it looks like ZX is going to try and get past Kart, but Kart is, again, just like, nope. But Lurk has got ahead of Swifty, but didn't get ahead of Leon, interestingly enough. Will Leon try to turn 1? No. Yago here struggling because Zidane is looking all over the back of the Valaris driver, who is still out in front on those medium tyres. It won't be long before those medium tyres will pass away, because there will he's 8 laps on those tyres, so it could be soon. He's as Baby Driver's into the pits again, And that is a DNF for baby drivers. We're down to 16 drivers. So only one driver so far will miss out on points. As it looks like Leon might try to make a move up the inside. No. Well, he's defending from Lurker. As Lurker was there, look for a move. He's going to try to go on the outside. But, what's going on here? We're going to have for a free wide moment coming out of turn 10. The roll over the place. And somehow Leon's fluked his way into the lead of the race. Lurker P2 now. Swifty Jago's lost 4 places. What happened there? And Zidane's also lost a few places. He's now behind Zadix. He's also got wing damage. What has happened here? Zidane just lost places. Jago's lost places. So that is not good. As X-Tor there trying to get ahead of Bannock. And does so. Up for 11th. As the 2 TRS drivers will swap places. Wise thing to do. Especially with Zidane having wing damage. So he'll have to come into the pits, get that repaired. And he'll have take his second stop in this race. So he will actually even slow the rest of the field down, probably. As we've got a lovely helicopter shot, as we've got yellow flags. One of the Hasses is facing the wrong direction. What has happened to, was it Thirsty? Well, he still has a front wing, so he's okay. He still has a front wing, so he's good. Yeah, he's not missing any end plates. So could have been just light contact that just sent him round. As Speed here is trying to get ahead of the TRS driver of Zidane. Trying to get ahead of him. But he's struggling, like, he's going to try again here, down the inside, move completed. Zidane not pitting though, interestingly enough. Car into the pits though, for his second stop, he's on the medium tire. John Marco also now into the pits for his second stop. Because he did not pit under the safety car, and neither did Car because he pitted the lap prior. So it looks like Leon and Lurk are fighting over the race lead again. Swifty looking mighty close as well. Right, they're all looking very close together here. As obviously at some point these guys will have to pit again for fresh tyres. It's the bigger question of when. Because they've all done 10 laps on those hard tyres. It is like 14 laps to the end from this point. As, oh well, I didn't even notice this. Both TRS drivers have picked up 3 seconds for track limits, and both ESPL drivers also picked up 3 seconds for track limits. It's just not showing that on screen for me. Like, it should show it at the top of the screen, but it's just not showing it for me. So I don't know why it's not showing it. It's very weird. Oh, that's interesting. Leon into the pits for his second stop. He has been on his house though for 13 laps, so that is understandable why he is into the bin. So that lets Lurker take the lead of this race. Just the bigger question is, well, we got yellow flags again. Who's spun around this time? Who is round this time? Looks like who spun around this time? Was it Romeo? As Bannock has also lost some places too. So currently, right now, Lurk is in the lead. But they've got 1 second gap to Jago, who's got a Zadix for company. And Zadix looking very, very racy on the back of Jago. So Jago's made a mistake somewhere. So I think Jago will probably come into the pits this lap around to get rid of those medium tyres. Because those medium tyres will be done. He's also missing an end plate, by the way. I didn't even notice that. Jago's missing the end plate of his car. I see, Jago should be in the pits, I would have thought, now. For a second stop. No, stays on for another lap. Oh, he's very slow out of the chicane, and Zadix takes full advantage. Powering past with the battery. And into the podium spot for Zadix for Titan Esports. That drops Jago down to P4. And he will now be under pressure from Benjamin. Because Zadix will look to try and get away from the Valaris driver. Because the Valaris driver is on the medium tyre. So those tyres will be pretty much at the end of their lifespan. So it won't be long before he comes into the pits. Obviously as well, because of that as well, Zadix has actually lost because of Yago's mistakes, Zadix has they've lost the 1 second gap between them and Swifty and Lurk. But the question is, when will they think? As Xtor has got past Paul, as he's also got the nose cone bug. There you see, he's got a front wing, but he's got no nose cone. None of these guys are pitting. Neither is Zadix. Yago just again a bit slow at the chicane, but we'll have battery boosters. Paul is into the pits for his second stop. Like I said, these guys at the front, by the way, who are on the hard tyres, they don't actually have to pit again. If they can make their tyres last until the end of the race, then that's good. We got 11 to go, so those tyres will end up doing about 24 laps before anything. So the question is, when will they pit? And Lurk has picked up 3 now for track limits. Leon's also picked up 3 for track limits as well. So the penalties are now starting to come out. But still, at this point in the NA race yesterday, at this point there's only like 5 drivers who didn't have 3 seconds for track limits, as Benjamin Pryor is just bullying his way past Yago, and these guys have well and truly dropped off the back of Zadix. No, Yago getting a little bit of argy-bargy there. But yeah, Zadix has lost the front 2, but he's got a big gap to these 3. So Zadix should be okay. Xtor all by himself here in P7. As the Veloce drivers have swapped places. Yago, not surprisingly, swapped places. They are struggling. Bannock is slowly catching Xtor. And we've got Zidane, Leon on fresh tyres with Kart, John, and then Thirsty and 13th. Then Gabs in his own little fight here with Para, who needs to pit again at some point. Paul Romeo at the back. Only person not in the points. And there's your tyres. Obviously, Yago was 15 laps on those medium tyres, by the way. Swifty for the... Yeah, Swifty could win the way it's going, because Lurker's got 3 seconds. So, this could be interesting. But, if Lurk drops Swifty, then Lurk could just go. Because I've seen Lurk, when Lurk's got a gap, he is bolted. As Yago into the pits for his second stop. Obviously that is a forced one. Because he was on the safety car. So can Swifty hold on to try and get back? Oh no, he's not even in the battery. He doesn't even have the battery boost. So will Lurk gap Swifty is a bigger question. He needs to, Lurk needs to gap Swifty by 3 seconds before the end of the race. He's got 9 laps to do it. He has 9 laps to do it. But I don't think the QDR driver is going to take that sitting down, as he's trying to get back within the 1 second. As Zadix is not even really catching him at all, but he's maintaining that gap between himself and Speedmaster behind. And obviously he's with Benjamin Pryor. Xtor somewhere made a mistake, because he's now going to be under pressure here from Bannock and Leon, as Leon's getting ahead of Bannock. Obviously Leon has pitted again. Yeah, Leon's only done 4 laps on his current tyre, so he will probably to get past Xtor here up the inside turn 1. Nope. Fall against it. Yeah, but Swifty didn't get it back within the 1 second, so that's not good there for him. As it looks like Leon here is going to try to get the power down earlier to get past the TTN driver, and does get ahead. And Xtor's just absolutely lost the back end coming through his turn 3 and 4, and has dropped now down to 9th place behind Bannock and Kart. And we'll now have Zidane to catch up, so that is unfortunate for Xtor. That is very unfortunate for Xtor, as we get yellow flags as Para is out of the session. And safety car deployed! Oh! Where's Power crashed? Oh, he's crashed at turn 3 and 4. This is big. Oh. Late drama, anyone? Oh. We have late safety car drama here. This happened. Oh, God. So everyone's now in the pits. The question is here, do you whack a set of softs on? Or if you've got another set of mediums, you can easily put them on. But do you put softs on if you have them? Lurk on the softs. Swifty on the mediums. Leon staying out. Zadix also onto a new set of softs. Kart staying out as well. Interesting. And then who else has stayed out? John has stayed out. Oh, that's crucial for Swifty. He gets actually back out ahead of John. Speedmaster also on softs. Benjamin mediums. Xtor also on the softs. Bannock on mediums. Yago obviously doesn't pit. Zidane on the softs. Softs there. Softs for Gabza. No, mediums for Gabza. 3 lap old mediums. So these tyres he started on the start of the race. So he should be okay. Paul onto a new set of thing. So the people who didn't pit those. This is interesting. Leon in the leader race. 6 old hards with kart 7 lap old. Lurker brand new softs, by the way. Swifty also brand new tyres. And then John Marco and then Zedix also has brand new tyres. So this is going to be interesting. Because, oh, this is a Shabashi meatball. But yeah, ESPL Para crashing out at turn 3 and 4. That has brought out this safety car. And it is really going to bunch up the grid. So we're going to look to go race at like the end of lap 30, I would say. Once everyone is caught back up. And so Leon will lead the way. And this is going to be interesting. 5 lap sprint. Leon and Kart are on old tyres. Same with John Marco, also old tyres. This will be interesting. So, for people in the YouTube chat, who is your money on in this race? Because we are not far away. Like I say, if these guys catch up quick enough, we should roughly get going at the end of this lap, I would say. But we do not know what will happen. Right, so late call of safety car. Will we have safety car? Oh, that is a late call. That is a late call. That is a late call for the safety car to come in. So Leon in the pace to get here for the last few corners. He'll decide where they go. And where they go. Is that expired again? Push John around the outside. That's making his way through. It's flying time of famous somewhere from this car. As looks like Axel control going outside, we're trying to go right up the place with the inside here of the first driver will get it's very important for the TTM driver to get shut of John straight away. So up into P6 he will go. As was the sign was a question. Swifty the hand work, which is important. Swifty not a penalty for track limits. Swifty's just the wrong way, and Kart is just completely off. So that is unfortunate there for Swifty. That has just caused so much confusion. As Leon here and Lurk, both of them have penalties, but the title drivers, neither of them have pens. This could be some spicy stuff in these last few laps here. We are starting lap 32 with 4 to go. Leon holds the lead in this race, but he's on 3 seconds of pen, same as Lurk behind. Both Zadix and Extor neither of them have pens. Gabser, Kart, and Speedmaster, the other drivers without pens, as Romeo is the only person with more than 3. But this is going to be drama in his last couple of laps. There's more yellow flags further back. So it looks like someone further back has gotten involved in any contact. It looks like it was Zidane who maybe have gotten involved. So we go, move for the lead of the race. Here goes Lurk around the outside of Leon and gets ahead, but there's a bit slow on the exit, and Leon's going to come straight back at Lurk here. But here comes Zadix as well. Will Zadix get his butt involved in this as someone else has gone off the road? Looks like Kart's off the road again, as Zadix is trying to get past these two drivers, as Leon now try back behind Lurk, which is probably not where he wants to be. But these guys have pens where Zadix doesn't, so Zadix doesn't really need to fight these guys at all. He could just sit behind them for the rest of the race if he wanted to. Same with Exor, neither of them have pens. This could be a good day for Titan Esports. He could get a 1 and 2 in this race, because everyone behind the two drivers all have pens. So if those two can keep their noses clean, then the thing is, looks like Bannock and Marco have been fighting behind, and they've dropped off a little bit of Extor. But Zadix looking very racy here behind the back of Leon. Obviously, Leon does not want to lose the gap to thing, but looks like here comes Zadix, going to try and power past Leon here. Fresher tyres, and we'll get ahead into second place. Zadix now 1 step closer to that race victory, which will be a very good day for Titan Esports as they languish further down the order. And with their drivers currently 2nd and 4th, it could be a good day for the team, as Zadix now will try and catch up to Lurker, and as he needs to try and keep him within thing. As Bannock is going to look to try and get past Extor as they come towards the final corner, and will get ahead of Extor, but it's not going to matter. As long as Extor stays behind Bannock, he'll get that place back. As Zadix now all over the back of Lurker. So this could be interesting as we stand to second to last lap here. So like I say, a lot of things. Bannock needs to try, if Bannock wants to try and catch Leon, he needs to speed up a bit. Because I still think, even if Bannock does catch Leon, I still think Tiny Sports will pick up a 1-2 here, which could be good. As I think those soft tyres for Lurk are starting to fall off a little bit, because Zadix on those medium tyres is right up his diffuser. As Bannock's actually dropped Extor. Extor's made a mistake. Someone has actually lost thing. Come on, Extor. Oh, speed up a little bit, lad. Come on. We want to. Titan Esports wants a 1-2. As Leon on there, bit of a lock up there behind Zadix. As oh no, what's happened to Extor? He's dropped back. No, what are you doing, bro? But anyway, Zadix here, like I say, still over the back of thing, as now John Marco's trying to get past Extor. So Extor's softs are not up to thing, but he might try and get him back at turn 1. Extor not going the way he wants. He should have gone onto the medium tyres, but here he goes down the inside of John Marco at turn 1, gets the move done. That is important. But because Extor's now picked up a freaking pen. What are you doing, Extor? Why have you picked up 3 seconds? God damn it. So that's his chances of a podium out the window now. God damn it, Extor. You ruined it. But anyway, back on board our leaders. Will Zadix here on the last lap challenge Lurker to win on the road, or will he just happily sit behind to take this race win for Titan Esports, as he is looking very good. He's going to try and make the move though, down the inside at the hairpin of turn 10, and gets up the inside of Lurk. Zadix now into a lead of the race with 2 straights left to go, and he could look to take Titan Esports' first race victory of season 2 of AVC, as he's miles ahead. He's now massively ahead of Lurk, as here we come through the final chicane, and now towards the finish line to finish this Canadian race. ZX for Tiny Sports takes the win, with Lurk second, then Leon, then Bannock, and I think Speedmaster will get ahead of Bannock in the end. He does, and Bannock drops to 5th, then Gabsa, Benjamin, Yago, X-Tor drops to 9th, then first John, Zidane, Romeo, Swifty, and Cart will be the last person to cross the line. And here comes Swifty with the small mistake between himself and Cart, which allowed Zadix to win this race. It is unfortunate, but for what happened to Swifty, but it's fine now. Goes Swifty across the line, and now we just wait slowly for Cart to come across the line. I do believe Cart's also pit. Yeah, he's also okay. So Cart's going for a fastest lap as well. So will Cart get the fastest lap of the race? Is the big question. Fastest lap currently goes to Lurker with a 1:11.439. Cart only needs to find 2 attempts in this lap. Come on then, Cart. Will you get an extra point then for VMV4 fastest lap? Yes, he does. On the line. But still, what an exciting race on those last few laps. Late drama again with the late drama due to safety car. And the safety cars come to Titan Esports' rescue as Zadix, well-deserved driver of the day. Has got the most overtakes and race winner from 16th on the grid. A poor qualifying for Zadix, but his race pace today has shown he is a very quick driver, and rightly so gets the race win for Titan Esports. And it's Titan's first race victory this season, so that's going to be a big chunk of points for them. As Lurker gets P2 for XR, Leon for WRL picks up 3rd, then Speedmaster, Ryan Bannock, Gabza, Benjamin, Yago, then X-Tor in 9th, then 1st, then John, Zidane, Polo, Swifty, and then Cart, your last finisher, also picking up the fastest lap of the race on the last lap with a 1:10.675, and then your DNS were Para, Baby Driver, Leonard, Quartz, and Nico Rasenborg. So that is it then for this race today, and we will see you next week for, if I just get the calendar quickly, we'll see you in Zandvoort. We're going to the Deutschland. So, yep. So with that being done, I will see you next week for the races as we go to sunny Zandvoort in the Netherlands. And the NA race will be on the Saturday, 8 o'clock, and then assists will be running at 6 p.m. UK on the Sunday. But from me, the Penny Penguin, that is it for today. I hope you've all enjoyed today, and I will see you all next week. Cheerio.